I just got done signing the master agreements with our charter school for both our little ones. So the next thing to do is just pretty much make a list of all the curriculum that I'm going to be buying for both pre-kinder and second grade. I don't know about you, but I personally like to keep track of things. I love to plan ahead. I like to have everything organized in Excel sheets. I love saving PDFs and copies of things. So, what I'm doing right now is I'm going to flip the camera over and I'm going to show you guys my Excel sheet of kind of how I have things organized so that come July 1st, I am just making all the orders that I need for our curriculum so that we can hopefully have it as fast as possible. I did go ahead and rotate my laptop. That way you guys can just see this a little bit better. But this is kind of how I had everything laid out for first grade. Everything that you see in green are things that I was able to get with our curriculum funds. And then everything that you see in blue is everything I was able to get with our instructional funds. But this is how I have everything set up so far for pre-kindergarten. If you do notice, everything here is not dark blue or dark green yet. The way I like to set things up is I like to have everything in like the lightest color, and then as I place an order, I highlight it and then I turn it like dark green or dark blue. That way I know that I went ahead and already placed that order and received it. When setting this up, I do have everything lining up. That way it can just keep track of everything that we're going to be spending. If I feel that I might be interested in something, but I still don't know if I want to invest in it, I do highlight it in red and then I just put like a little dot there. That way it doesn't account for the actual funds that we're going to use. So far, this is everything that I'm going to go ahead and place an order for my little one. Like I said, there are things that I'm still debating about. I don't know if I want to go ahead and use these yet. So we'll see up until like that same day, or I have the whole year to decide if this is something I want to buy. I will have a lot of homeschool funds left over at the end of this year. So when I do look back at things, I will kind of consider these in red if it's something I want to invest in or if we're just gonna fully say no to them. This column right here is everything that I'm gonna be getting and using for pre-K. Because they do have access to homeschool funds and I am kind of able to use any leftover funds for things for the next year, I already have my column set up for kindergarten of things that I might be wanting to buy or use over the summer. Like things like this. I am very interested in like the Draw Right Now books, but I don't know if it's something that I just want because I keep seeing it or if it's something I really want to use. So I have it here just in case I want to get it at the end of the year. Now, coming over here, this is our instructional funds. I do have some things that I am planning on buying with Amazon, but the main thing that's going to take up the most of our money is just going to be our extra activities. I do plan on having some kind of like performing arts or physical education activities set up each semester. So this is the lineup that I have for fall, spring, and over the summer we are going to be doing swimming. This kind of helps me visually see how much money I'm going to be spending if I have anything left over. When I do have something left over, that's when I can make a list of things that we can possibly use or just kind of want to check out and get our hands on. And then the same thing for our second grader. I went ahead and just added a few extra things that we're going to be needing last night. This is everything that I'm going to be getting for second grade. We have things that are not going to be purchased on Amazon and then things that are going to be purchased on Amazon. The reason I have it set up like this is because things that aren't purchased through Amazon take a lot longer to get here. So the way I did it is that's going to be the first thing that I order on both kids. I'm going to order things that are not on Amazon. And then the second wave is I'm going to go through things that are on Amazon. That way, those have like a turnover rate of like 2 weeks. So that's how I'm just going to get everything hopefully here as fast as possible. So at the end of the year, when I have extra funds, I know because of my leftover and the way I have everything organized that I could already order all of these things for third grade. Things like the science kit that is like a 12-month subscription, I'm not going to invest in, but at least I'm going to have it here. That way, for when I plan the next year, I know exactly what I need to copy and paste over. There are some things that I'm just going to go ahead and buy in bulk, like finish the whole Build Your Library 3 to 7, since those are the only ones I don't have. And then these are all things for like the Build Your Library for third grade. Like I'm going to be using science, poetry, and history. So that's what I have here, as well as the lightning literature books for third grade. This year is going to be a little bit different, and we're going to have a lot more on this list just because it's the first year that I can have them both going out and about and doing things together. I am in contact with many of these vendors, and they are okay with including my 4-year old and my 7-year old in the same class. But there are programs like Ninja where there is a strict like age restriction where just the 4 to 6 year olds stay together and the 7 to 12-year olds stay together. So there will be some areas where they won't be able to kind of like hang out. But this is the lineup that I have so far and kind of how I have everything organized. So far, when it comes to like instructional funds and getting materials, resources, games, we have access to so many already because I've been very strategic with like everything I've invested in. There are a few things that I want to get, like the geography stuff, the states, everything, just because I feel like I need that, as well as like a cute little book like for him. So this is what I have planned so far for getting with our and structural funds. The way I have this set up just makes everything so much easier. Once we get something done, I highlight it dark green or dark blue, and that's how I know it gets done. And then this is how it looks like at the beginning of the year. And by the end of the year, it ends up looking dark. And you end up seeing that everything is accounted for. I do also have here in like little red, little things that are not accounted for. Like sometimes in the portals where you place the orders, there is shipping, but it doesn't show on the lines, but it is taken out of like your funds. So I like to keep track of everything because I like things matching up to the dollar amount. So I know based off of the list that they gave me, $61 was not accounted for, and over here $12. But if you count like the tax and shipping from places like Lakeshore or things like that, those are kind of like gonna be charging you tax and shipping, but it might not show up on the lines that they give you copies of, you know?